Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, as you can maybe tell, no, you can tell from the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about Shane Dawson and Jeremiah Starburst. I refuse to say his name. So yeah. So back to my intro. This is a beauty entertainment channel. I kind of do whatever I want. I kind of post whatever I want, and I post whenever I want because I'm also a college student and I don't have a lot of time. But I'm trying to be consistent and stuff because, you know, content creation, whatever. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the two of them. Now, because I'm talking about I'm doing a get ready with me. It's the same thing I did for my last video because I actually wanted to put makeup on today for class. Anyway, so before I start talking about them, I just wanted to make a quick disclaimer. I'm assuming people who watch my videos would already know this, but just in case, I didn't wet my beauty blender. Whatever, hold on. Just in case, I want to make it clear that black people, especially black women, don't have to ever forgive these two men for what they've ever done. I think that has kind of been lost in when people are like, he apologized, why don't you forgive him and move on? First of all, if you are not black, and I'm gonna say black woman actually, because that's who specifically these two have been targeting their entire careers. If you're not them, one, you can't accept someone else's apology on their behalf. If you were not part of the group that was offended, kick rocks and leave. It's not your apology to accept. And also, we don't have to accept your apology. You can apologize till you're blue in the face. I don't have to accept it. And furthermore, henceforth and therefore, I don't believe they've actually apologized. I have not seen any sort of apology that's an actual apology or something where they're taking accountability for their actions. And I know I'll never see it. So yeah, that's just my quick disclaimer before I get into this video. Another disclaimer, I do not like either of them, nor do I support either of them. Just wanted to make that clear. So I have to wet my, I'm such a dummy. Let me just prime. Okay. That's not his name. Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star are about to pull off the biggest heist in makeup history. Yes, I'm using the word heist because they're about to steal from people. I wanted to say scam, but I feel like scam doesn't explain like just how big, how the severity of the situation, of how they're about to gain a ridiculous amount of money from this collaboration. Is it coming out on Friday? I think it's Friday. Scam doesn't even begin to explain the magnitude of the situation. They're thieves. This is rob. All right, 15 crows just flew over my building. I don't play like that. I really don't. Let me go wet my beauty blender. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, so you're probably wondering, why do you think that? So I don't think anyone, I don't even think really myself or people who are just like very against, like actively don't support these people, realize just how much money they're about to make. And I'm gonna like them individually, I wrote down some stuff like their subscriber count and stuff. So basically my belief is that if you still follow, like even just follow one of these two people in 2019, knowing all the stuff they've done, that means you actively support them. Like, you know how you can, like, some people believe you can be like passively, so you can just follow someone even if you don't necessarily support them. That's, I don't know if y'all believe that, but like some people do. I feel like with these two, you can't passively support them. Like if you follow these two in today's, with all the information we know, that means you actively support them. And do you guys realize how many, let me get my mirror, how many people follow these people? I wrote it down. So Jeffree Star has 16.4 million subscribers on YouTube. If you're still subscribed to Jeffree Star in 2019, that means you don't care. that means you don't care. That means you don't care, which means you are an active supporter of him. He has 14.8 million followers on Instagram, and he has 5.6 followers on Twitter. Shane Dawson has 23 million subscribers. If you are still subscribed to Shane Dawson in 2019, knowing all the blackface he's done and all the nonsense he's done, you don't care. That's so many people. And as every person who's ever been on YouTube knows, a lot of the time people who watch your stuff won't always subscribe. So people are watching these two people and not subscribing. So those numbers aren't even an accurate representation. But let's just say only like half of just their YouTube subscribers buy this palette. Jeffree saw that'd be about 8 million, and then Shane, it would be about like 12. That's 20 million people. If just half of the people that subscribe to them, the people that subscribe to them on YouTube, if only half buy the palette, which it's not going to be just half, it's going to be mighty more, that's 20 million people. That's 20 mil. There's 2 palettes, I get it, and I'm getting into those later, but that's 20 million people are going to buy something from this collection. The magnitude, I don't even think like I'm grasping just how big this launch is going to be, and that infuriates me so much, how big this launch is going to be, because it's going to be fucking huge. I genuinely think, so I'm thinking back to all like collabs that have come out over the past like 2 or 3 years. I wholeheartedly believe it's going to blow them all out of the water. All of them, every single one out of the water, and that is so infuriating. That wasn't infuriating how these 2 men are allowed to take up this much space in the beauty community, especially fucking Shane. I'll get into Jeffree later. Shane has never once shown interest in the beauty community, and I get like people's interests can change, but if you're gonna release an entire collection with someone, it should be with someone who, I don't know, like likes makeup or some what? Like, he has never shown, I mean, I don't follow this man, I don't know this man, I really don't, I'm sorry to this man, I don't know this man, but I do know for certain I have never seen him near any sort of makeup, near any sort of brush, blender. I have not seen him towards one. And I remember over the summer, he kept on posting makeup looks, I'm guessing to prep for this. Not I'm guessing, definitely to press for this. And I'm like, those are bad. I need y'all to stop hyping up mediocre white men and their eyeshadow, because it's bad. Sometimes it looks, not sometimes, it usually looks bad. Why don't you go hype up, I don't know, a black girl doing makeup? Why don't you go hype up a black man doing makeup instead of these mediocre, I can't, that's a different video about how white men get away with doing the below the bare minimum in the beauty community. You don't have, never mind, I have to stop, because that's what, I had to stop. So back to the people who are going to buy it. Cause like me, I'm 19 years old. I don't think I'm Shane Dawson. I'm definitely not their target audience in any, I'm not. I'm definitely not either of their target audiences. But like, do you remember, like, okay, so I was a One Direction stan, as in I would have bought anything they'd ever had put out. And most of Jeffree Star's supporters and Shane Dawson supporters are stans. That means they're going to buy anything they put out. They could put out a good palette. They did not. They could put out a good palette, people would buy it. They could put out a bad palette, which they did, and people will buy it. Just because of how much, influence is not the right word, because I don't believe they influence anybody. They just influence people to be just disgusting and not shower and be racist, but you know what, whatever. But like these kids that are gonna, it's kids. I keep going back to children. It's kids who are going to be buying this palette. It's kids with their parents' credit cards who are going to go running up to their parents being like, Mom, Dad, I have to buy the new Dawson Jeffree Star collaboration. And their parents are going to have no idea who those two people are because no one outside YouTube knows who those people are. We need to get on that level of what is really fame. Like, you're famous on YouTube, which is a really big deal, but like not to everyone. And they're gonna be like, I don't know who that is, just buy it. And that's how these people are gonna, it's children. And we also don't rate how many people in this country, not country, just in society, can actively ignore racism, just period. I think people of color, black people especially, we are aware how many people in the society can ignore racism, and how many people in the beauty community especially will throw away any sort of morality or any sort of common human decency for a half-ass ashy eyeshadow palette. They've done it with every single other launch this man has done, thrown away every sort of morals. Every time he's done a PR list, PR search, whatever, those big things, everyone started throwing away their common decency, throwing themselves under just a bigot's makeup page just for free makeup. And I'm just like, y'all really don't have souls? Nothing's in here? That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like, so many of these kids don't care about racism. They're like mini racist. They're like racist with braces. Like, that's what these kids are. They don't care. They know about it and they don't care. And that part, people are like, they're just children. And I'm like, hi. I was a child once too, a couple years ago. I was fully aware what racism was. We know what it is. So it's not the fact that they're children. They're living in this amount of privilege that they don't even care. They don't care. They don't care to know what racism is, and they don't care enough to not buy from someone who I'm like, these two have done so much shit. Sorry for cursing. They've done so much stuff. So much stuff. And yet they can take up so much space. I was told by Kenya, I was watching one of her not old, but like one of her older videos today, and she was talking about how it's just funny how Jeffree Star is able to take up so much space in the community, in the beauty community, with all the nonsense he's done, with all the ridiculous things he's said to black women, about black women, all the things he has done, all the people he has ridiculed on the internet, and he's still allowed to take up this much space, really says a lot about the beauty community in general and what we value. Not me, sure, not me, but what other people value. And it just makes me like, people are going to buy it. This is going to be bigger. This is going to be bigger than the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and that was big. This is going to be so much bigger than the James Charles Morphe palette, in my belief. You can disagree with me. In my belief, this is going to blow those sales completely out of the water. As in, like, with this, it's going to like shut down his whole website. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. I'm really going to be ill. It's just, they're allowed to occupy so much space, and like, we aren't allowed to. We're not allowed to occupy that much space. Anyway. And then I haven't even gotten onto the series, so I didn't watch the whole series. I think I watched this last part because I wanted to see what kind of ad, how they were going to like show the palette in like an ad form, because this series is one giant advertisement. It is one humongous advertisement for these products, and it's probably a really good thing marketing wise. They took I guess, I don't think these two have any sort of strengths, but like maybe Shane's strength is like documentary creating. I don't know this man. I don't know what he's good at. I watched the Tana documentary. That was basic. That's all I've seen from him. That was basic. The filming in this was basic, so was the editing. Okay, so I will watch this last part because I wanted to film this video and I wanted to like know what was going on. the way they edited that video, it is, if you are 13, if you're a 13-year-old and you don't care about racism or morals or whatever, I would see why you would fall for it. I would see why you would fall for it, because the way they edited it, they would not even show the damn palette. They kept cutting into different things. Or did I watch part 3? And I think I watched 2. They kept cutting into that blonde girl who I don't know that person's name. I don't know her. They kept cutting into her sob story, and then they were like they were about to show like a color, and then they cut to her sob story, and I was like, you're playing people like a fiddle. They're playing you guys like drums. Like drums. They are playing, oh my god. 4 parts each. I'm pretty sure they're each like an hour. We have 4 hours of an ad, and apparently it's not even done yet. Apparently there's 5 more parts left to. Aren't we all tired? Imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired I am. Oh, it's just. And this series is such a good way to advertise for this damn collection, because it keeps people engaged, like week by week. Oh, new part of the Shane series is coming out. We're gonna see more sneak peeks of the palette. Like, obviously, children are entertained by anything. Even 2 even 2 fools acting a fool in front of a camera for like 45 minutes. They're so entertained by nonsense that they're like, okay, fine, I have about an hour to watch Shane Dawson do absolutely nothing. I have about an hour to watch Jeffree Star cry. Because they have time. Girl, go study. Go study. I guess this is what people are standing nowadays, is YouTube. Like, I stand One Direction. Taste. Anyway. Then I'm gonna get on the collection in a little bit. I'm almost there. Don't fret. I'm almost there. I'm gonna talk about how this is the giant cash grab. First of all, so the last year they had that whole documentary series, and then they were like, because I think at the beginning of this year, or was it last year, like Shane figured out that he wasn't making as much money as people, and I'm like, I could have told you that, fool. You know how much influencers make? You're not making half what they're making. And I'm like, I think he was like, well, it's time for me to make some money. I'm poor. Shut up. Please end it now. Please stop. Please. I'm poor. I'm poor. Shut up. Anyway. This is one giant cash grab. Like, they're playing their 13 and 14-year-old stans because they're capitalizing on the stans. No one is, you're not just a fan of these two, you're probably a stan. If you can excuse racism and all the like misogyny and all that, you're probably a stan at this point. Let's get something straight. They're capitalizing on the fact that their fans are crazy people and will support anything they do, which is why they're rolling out all this shit. It's a collection. We're not just gonna give you a collection. We're gonna give you a 9-part documentary series where you'll be able to see the behind the scenes of me creating this ashy palette. They are playing you guys like a violin. Oh my god. It's kind of comical. Honestly, truly, it's kind of comical how easily fucking people who support racists get played. I'm like, y'all, I am not the fool. Y'all are the fools. Y'all are the fools. Like, get played. You're getting played by your fave. And I'm like, how do you not know? Jeffree Star doesn't like his fans. The amount of times he's gotten in like hot water by like literally attacking someone on the internet who's like his supporter, and then he like says, I'm sorry, here's a PR search. Die. Sorry, that was rude. Please stop. It's like, of course you guys are getting played like a fiddle, because you'll let that happen and not say anything. They'll be like, okay, well, yeah, Jeffree Star like made fun of me, but like there's a PR search, which you're probably never gonna get on. Let's be perfectly honest here. Like, yeah, he like called me a beluga whale, but I mean, he's like doing a PR search now, so I think everything is fine. Are you dumb? Like, sorry, I'm getting a brush. Like, what? Like, no wonder he's playing you guys for a freaking fiddle. You all are dummies. But you know, racists are dumb, so like, that's not a surprise. Now I'm gonna get on this palette. And I'm glad I'm coming to a part where my hands will be free, because I need to get on this palette. I need to get on this palette. One. So it's not a palette. There's like, it's a whole collection. My bad. It's a whole collection with it's Jeffree Star Cosmetics, his cosmetics company. Also, are his products even that good for y'all to be capping for them like this? Like, this is a genuine question. Are his products good enough for people to be rolling over, taking bullets for this man? Because I swear, a couple years ago or a year ago, someone found an entire hair in one of his highlighters. Tell me I'm not imagining that. That happened. That I know that happened. Like, I'm not crazy. That happened. That someone found it. Ugh. So are his products even that good? Probably not. Probably not. I wouldn't know, because I'm not gonna sell my soul. I'm not gonna sell my soul and buy one of his products. Ugh, I am not the one. Anyway, let's get on this. Let's get on this collection. I have to stop calling it a palette. It's an entire collection. Ooh, ooh. Sorry. I need to stop apologizing just for nonsense. I have to get better at that. I'm gonna get better at that. Let's get on, oh, my face is still wet. Let's get on this collection, because I do have some thoughts. So, I guess there's a small palette. What is it called? Let me just go on Trend Mood, actually. I think she posted a picture of it. Okay. It's called the Mini Controversy. I'm so tired. I'm literally just like exhausted. I'm fatigued at this nonsense. The Mini Controversy is ugly. First of all, you know NYX Cosmetics? I promise they have something that looks just like this. I promise they have something that looks just like this. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the name. I just know. I've seen it somewhere. It looks exactly like this. What's up with all the ash? What's up with the colors that nobody can use? What's up with that? What's up with the colors that these people can't even I'm not stealing her joke. This girl on Twitter, my friend Elle, she was like, no, what's her name? Lindsay? It's Lindsay Bell, I'm pretty sure. She was like, Shane Dawson and blackface can't even use these shades. Who's he making this for? I cried. That's funny. That's funny, right? Like, that's really funny. Anyway, then there's the like conspiracy palette. So the packaging is really cool. I'm not gonna like lie. The packaging is cool. Not cool enough for me to sell my morals. Let's get that straight. To everyone on Twitter, not my followers, not who I'm following, because, you know, we purged that. I saw that people were like commenting on other people being like, oh, it's so good, I might just have to like do a little sneak so you can buy it. And I'm like, there's not thousands of makeup, whatever. This palette, the big one, is ugly as well. This is horrendous. In fact, I would go so far as to say that this is horrendous. I would go that far. I would go that far. So like the press things, the like indents, they're cute or whatever, but like the palette is quite confusing. It's there's a lot of like cool tones, and then that middle row is just all like summer colors. I thought it was autumn. Maybe I'm mistaken. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Also, let's get on the ash again. What? I don't get having an entire like of just ash. Like, it's going to look like ash on anyone who is darker than like Fenty 240. It's going to look like ash. And Well, like, of course, it's two races collaborating. They don't want people darker than that using their palettes. They don't want us using, they don't want the Negroes using their palettes. But I digress. Anyway, then what else is in this collection? Let me just, I have to actually finish my makeup. What else is in this? There's a lip thing, a lip set in a pig. That's tacky. I know it's his brand or whatever, but it's a tacky brand. Sorry. Anyway, is this supposed to like give me something? There's like bags. The bags are, it has his logo on them. Interesting. Also, they're selling, this is the part that really got me. These men are selling crossbody bags shaped like pigs. Send the flood. Send it. Cause I think it's time. I think it's time for us to end. I really think it's time. And I know, you know what I know? People are gonna buy it. 13-year-olds are gonna eat this shit up. Gonna eat that up. That's what's sick. They're gonna eat a crossbody bag shaped like a pig. Send it. Send the flood. Cause it's time. It's time for us to get going. It's time for us to pack our bags and go. It's time to go. Pigs. Sorry. Pigs. Yes, you heard that. Shaped like a pig. Shaped like a fucking pig. And I know people are gonna buy it because I was around in 2012 Tumblr. I know people are gonna buy a crossbody bag shaped like a pig. But what? Is that it for this entire collection? And it's always hilarious how the same people, and I remember, I have a very good memory, in fact, not to toot my own horn, but I really do. The same people who are like, Jackie's palette doesn't make any sense. Like, there's too many deep colors. It's not cohesive. Are on the internet, on this big blue bird app, talking about, oh my God, Jeffree and Shane's collab. It's like impeccable. It's like the definition of taste. Are you dumb? Or are you what? Are you dumb or are you dense? Which one is it? Because you can't be both. What? The same ones. Jackie's palette doesn't make any sense. It's so confusing. A lot of huh? What? Ooh, to not have brains? Oh, you don't have to. Of course, you don't have to like Jackie's palette. I'm not saying everyone has to, but to like. The same people saying like that palette didn't make any sense are looking at this tin foil moss Pepto-Bismol palette and saying this is the definition of taste. Dumb or dense? You decide. You decide which one they are. It's basically, this entire thing is probably the biggest cash grab I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, capitalism is a real bitch. That really is how the world works at this point. Hold on. Just lining my lips. My apologies. Stop saying you're sorry for random shit, Amanda. Anyway. What was I talking about? See, at the end, I always lose train of my thought. Anyway, this is going to be the biggest thing I think we've ever seen. It's definitely going to be the biggest thing released this year, which is so sad. And I really think it's going to be the biggest makeup collab, I would say, of all time. So I'm thinking back to the collabs that have happened in like the past like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, yeah, this gonna beat it. Because have you met stans? Have you met a stan? If you haven't met a stan, let me enlighten you. They'll buy anything, and they'll buy it all. People will forget about their bills, their freaking their bills, their mortgage, their freaking tuition to support racism. People will buy anything to support race. If they're racist, they'll do anything to keep their racism going. They'll forget about their bills, their house, their mortgage, their water, they'll forget about it all to support racism. Ugh. They will. Ew! A drop on the floor. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gross. Whatever. But racists, they love supporting other racists. They really, really do. Is it wild? No, because that's how racism keeps it going. I'm gonna take this toilet paper, sorry. Okay. So my question to you guys is, like, genuine, like, I want you to respond and tell me what you think. How fast do you think this is gonna sell out? Because I think we all know by now it's going to sell out. But, like, how fast do you think it's actually gonna sell out? I don't remember how fast the James Charles Morphe thing sold out, but it's gonna be faster than that. So however long that was, I would say divide it in half. Stands are insane. Stands are insane. And here's another thing. Just like with James Charles and that thing, stands don't even have to like makeup to buy. Like, there are people who bought that palette and don't like makeup, or like don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it. And then there are people who, like, people will buy it and they don't know makeup. They will just blindly support these two men and they don't even like makeup. They'll buy this entire collection. I don't know how much it all costs, but I know it costs a hefty amount. They'll buy the whole thing because racists support racists, you guys. It's how our society works. So, like, how fast do you think it's gonna sell out? Like, genuinely, like, I'm curious. I would say, I don't remember how long that Morphe one sold out, or if the Jaclyn Hill one was sold out faster. Whichever one sold out faster, divide that time in half, and that's how long it'll take for this to sell out. So let me just do my mascara real quick. Yep, I don't have any lashes, so that didn't take very long. So, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me down below, like, how long you think it's gonna sell out. Or if you think, like, it's gonna break the internet, shut up, it's gonna break his website or whatever. Tell me what you think down below. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.